Hey guys, welcome back to another watch review. As always, it's me, Ivan, and in this video I've got the pleasure to show you one of St. Martin's most recent and in my opinion most impressive releases. This one is a variation of the SN0116. It's said to be a limited edition, and besides the NH34 movement it comes with, it also features a gorgeous avocado dial and bezel. Before all, I want to say that I was not given this watch for free. I bought it myself from the St. Martin official store at a discount for about €270, which is the price you can get if you buy it during the 11/11 sale. I'm telling you straight away, this watch is flawless. To me it's worth every penny, and if it really is a limited edition, I expect it to sell out real quick. So if you're interested, check the link in the description of this video as soon as possible. I'm sure you're familiar with the packaging, but still here is a quick look at it. St. Martin has been using this one for quite some time now, and I'm quite happy with it as it's compact and you can use it as a travel case. What's worth mentioning is that with this watch you get a color matching NATO strap, and I'm not going to lie to you, I dislike NATOs big time. But I'm enjoying this one more than I would like to admit. The quality is really good and I find it very comfortable to wear, but most importantly, I love how well it matches the dial color scheme. I'm not sure I would wear it more than the bracelet, but at least I can say that from now on, I wouldn't mind being friends with people who like NATO straps. In fact, if you wear NATOs, let me know in the comments, and if you are on Instagram, feel free to tag me so that I can actually see what watches you usually pair them with. You've already seen what the watch looks like on my wrist, so let me tell you that the dimensions of this St. Martin probably hit the sweet spot for most of you. The case diameter is 39.5mm, but what really makes this watch a great fit for most wrist sizes is its true lug-to-lug, which is 46.5mm. Next we've got the thickness, which including the domed sapphire crystal is 12.2. And finally, the space between the lugs is 20mm. Once again, here it is on my 17cm or 6.7-inch wrist, but this time on the Beads of Rice steel bracelet, and it wears beautifully. In addition, size for me it's fairly light, 128 grams, and I can barely feel it. That's mostly because I typically wear watches that are bigger and heavier. But besides that, I do give a lot of credit to the on-the-fly adjustable clasp. Because thanks to it, absolutely everyone should be able to get a perfect fit. When it comes to the design, I would say that this is one of St. Martin's more original designs. Yes, the case may be heavily inspired by the Omega Seamaster 300 Heritage model, but the dial configuration and the color scheme are very much original. And as I said at the very beginning, I'm really impressed with that. In addition, the build quality is top-notch, and so is the finishing. This St. Martin is also 100 meters water resistant, since it features a screw-in crown and a screw-down case back. And by the way, the crown is signed and the case back carries an avocado engraving, so that you don't forget what the dial resembles. And finally, there is another great feature here, and that's the drilled lugs, which speed up the process of changing straps. Now let's move on to the part which I assume is the most interesting for you. Of course, I'm referring to the dial. And as I said at the very beginning, it's gorgeous. And I think the overall design has been very carefully thought out. What I mean is that all the elements like the handset, the applied indices, and the colors, they all work together extremely well. The execution is also exceptional. The dial has a metallic look to it. And I really like the lime green chaptering that surrounds it. Next, I would like to steer your attention to the handset. All hands have the perfect length. The GMT hand is dark green, so it matches the bezel. And then there is the second hand, which is light blue, and it has a spear-like counterweight. All in all, guys, it's a combination that not only looks great, but it also provides a great deal of legibility. And if you are in the market for a fun and colorful dial, this watch is probably one of the best that you can get for the money. The 24-click coin edge bezel is pretty cool as well. It doesn't offer a lot of grip, but the action is excellent. You can turn it around both ways and there is zero backplay. The best thing about it is the ceramic bezel insert, which is fully lumed, and here is what it looks like in the dark. San Martin has used Superluminova BGW9. As you can see, the application is even and the lume itself is bright and long-lasting, just like it is on most San Martin watches. For comparison, just for fun, this is my Omega Planet Ocean on the right, and the San Martin's lume holds up fairly well next to it. Alright guys, it's time for the final part of this review, which is the movement. It's an NH34 by Seiko. It's an office GMT caliber with 24 joules and 40 hours of power reserve. I've already reviewed a few watches with it, and so far I can say only good things about it. This one is running very accurately, 3 seconds fast per day, with minimal beat error, which is more than I can ask for, considering that the accepted daily deviation of the NH34 is -20 to +40 seconds per day. And since this caliber is not a true GMT, you can't set the hour hand independently, but instead it is the GMT hand that you can play around with. Personally, I don't mind that at all. In fact, it is the kind of GMT I prefer, since I don't travel more than a couple of times a year. The bottom line is, this watch is insanely fun to wear due to its avocado dial, but what's more important is that this is one of these watches that has it all. It's superbly built, it has an attractive design, at least to me, the bracelet is fantastic, and the clasp comes with a quick adjust mechanism. The crown is signed, the case back is engraved, and it has a decent water resistance of 100 meters. And the list goes on and on, guys. Superluminova lume, fully lumed ceramic bezel insert, domed sapphire crystal, and the reliable Seiko movement. On top of that, it's not that expensive, especially during Aliexpress sales like the 11/11, which is going on right now. As always, that's just my opinion, so feel free to share yours in the comments down below. This is the end of today's video. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed it, let me know by giving it a thumbs up, and if you're new, consider subscribing so that you don't miss any of my future uploads. And if you're up for another video, check out some of my other San Martin reviews, like the BB Pro Homage from a few months ago. Thanks again guys, take care, and I'll see you in the next one.